Ask your question again, then, Ray.
I was just asking Dad when he was living alone at the house in Roberts. Taking care.
That was a lot of fun. That was during the years that we rented the pasture. We'd rent to the farmers and neighbors around here because Dad would advertise a cow and a calf pasture all summer long, such and such per month, blah blah blah, and then we'd all get on our horses and we'd head out with whatever cows we had, and we'd go down and we'd pick up the rest of the herd on the way down the highway. We'd drive them clear out to Roberts. Okay, so the summertime, we'd get the cows in, and quite often they would break out of the fence, ruin the fence, or a car would go careening off and smash in the fence, and so I was the permanent fence fixer out there. So they'd leave me, they'd bring some food and stuff, and I'd go out and shoot ducks on the market lake with my 22 for meat, and I just lived out there for about 3 months until we brought the cows back in.
Didn't you have to shoot rats?
Yeah, so I would tease the rats to come on the porch with pieces of potato, and I'd put the potato out on the porch, and we had a screen door, and I'd sit there with my rifle at the single shot 22, and I would eat my lunch there. And anytime I was sitting in that chair, I was watching for those rats, and sure enough, here they'd come, boom, right through the screen.
Screen door.
That was great fun. I loved that. And let me tell you about the well. It was called an artesian well.
Out there, or
Yes, at the Roberts place, and it consisted of a 6-inch pipe that went down into the ground. I don't know how far. Wasn't too far, and it'd come up on an elbow and spit out a hole of about a 1-inch size, and it was just always that water, winter and summer, all year long. It was spitting out a stream of water out of that one hole, and it was cool. It was in the 40s, low 50s. At least it was cold enough to serve as a refrigerator. So we'd take our milk and leave it in a tight bottle and put it in the water, and that was our refrigerator. Now, I asked about that, and the answer I got was that an artesian well comes up because there's more pressure above ground than there is at that level. So the water pushes itself out of the ground. How it works, I don't know. But anyway, that's the best I could get out of it.
that's good.
Cut her off. I ran out of questions.
You have more
Unless you want to
questions?
hear all my horse stories about how I got kicked and stomped and all the rest of it.
You can keep going.
So I'm fixing fence, and I'm riding a gentle mare. I thought was gentle, and she was a tall, lanky animal, and one winter when she was here eating hay, some of the grandkids was around here shooting bows and arrows and shot her left eye out. Because we went out there one day and she's got this arrow sticking in her eye, bobbing up and down. So we performed surgery on her, saved her life, but from then on she was a one-eyed horse. And so I'm riding one-eyed horse, and I'm carrying my fencing materials with me, and was going through a kind of a swampy, mucky area where it wasn't showing water, but every time the horse would step, it would leave water in the impression of the hoof impression. All right, so I wanted to get on the other side. The wire I was carrying was baling wire, where the baling wire comes around the bale, then it does a little knot. And that little knot is, if it's in the right position, it'll give you a pretty good jolt like a spur. So I'm trying to get this animal to go through the marsh. I give her a kick, and all of a sudden, the next thing I know, I'm up in the air about 5 feet, and then I'm down in the ground, and she's standing on my leg. Let's see, she was standing right on this left leg right there. Her back hoof, her left back rear foot was standing right there on that leg. I said, "Oh, get off my leg!" And she did. She moved, and she just stood there waiting for me to take care of myself. So I managed to, didn't break anything, it just hurt my pride. So I come back on her and went and did my fencing. Then another time, remember that I said that Lauren, the guy that started this thing rolling out there, he purchased a cowboy horse. And that mare, you could guide her with your knees. It'd leave your hands free completely. Because and she would decide, she would know what animal you were following, what one you wanted to lasso by how you guided her with your knees. And once she knew which animal you wanted, she'd run up behind that and get right behind him so that you could get the lasso, poof, and tie it to the horn, and then you got your animal. Mm-hmm. All right, so Dad and Rel was they're on their horses over on the other side. It was kind of a sagebrush rocky place, but anyway, we had some cows over there, and they're going to bring them back to the corral. And Dad says, "Hurry, go get that horse, get on that horse and help us herd these cows into the corral." So I'm somewhere about 10, 11, 12 in that area. And I come running down there thinking I'm going to get on this horse because I'd ridden her before. And I come up, she's eating grass. Okay, play like this is the horse. Her head's over here, she's eating grass. And the gate was over here, and I come through the gate, and I've got the bridle in my hand. And I come running up, never suspecting that anything was going to happen. And when I get within striking distance, she raises up, she bucks up, and both feet come boom back at me. And her left foot, her left hoof, left hind foot hit this knee right there, and I got a big old bone spur right where it hit me. And ouch, that sure hurt. And I fell back, and I crawled under the fence and laid there. And Dad comes over and finds the gate still locked and the cows are running wild. "What happened to you?" So I told him about that naughty horse. That was the last time we ever saw the horse. He must have sold her something because she wasn't around after that.
Glue factory.
Yeah. You want to hear about how I used to shoot the ducks?
Oh my dear.
Yeah. Well, so this part of this end of the Market Lake ended in our little pasture. It was about a 5-acre pasture where we just kept our saddle horses when we knew that we had a short job and we needed a horse to get to them easy. And so I'm there alone, and I said, "Well, it'd be nice to have some meat, so maybe I'll just go shoot me a duck." So I get in my inner tube and my rifle, and I go out there and I hide in the bulrushes, in the what do you call them?
Cattails.
Cattails, yeah. So I'm really quiet, and here comes the ducks, quack 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 quack, and I carefully shoot the first one, and he starts flopping around like this, going, and on the rest of them thinks he wants to fight, breed or whatever. And so they all get around him and start trying to quick, 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 boom, and get another. So I had plenty of duck.
Do you like to eat that meat?
Well, I tried it, but no, I didn't like it. It was too tough.
Yeah.
It was really tough. Now, what I should have had was a pressure cooker. Then I could have got it soft. But I didn't have one, so I didn't do that very often. after I found out that I couldn't eat it and enjoy it, I quit.
But they're fun to shoot.
Yeah, it was fun to see them quack, 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 quack. Oh, there's a drawback to that though. Once you got out of the water, you better check your body for leeches.
Oh, yeah.
Those leeches would grab onto you and start sucking your blood out. And if you got them quick, then you could get them by the jaws and pull them out of your skin. If not, and you busted their head off, then you had to do more deep surgery. Or now with ticks, you burn them out with a match. You strike the match, and with the hot end of the match, you stick that on the back end of the tick, and the tick will back out with his head intact. If not, and you pull him apart, his head's going to stay inside. That ain't good. You got tick. You had Lyme disease once.
Yes, but I didn't have any symptoms. But I just wanted to get the test because I had good health insurance, and I think I was going to help you guys up in Driggs for potato. I don't know what was happening.
Probably.
Anyway, I got a call from the doctor, and he's like, "Thank goodness you suggested that we test you because you tested positive for Lyme, but we can tell there's 2 tests, and we can tell that because it's an acute infection that you just got this and that you haven't had it before or for a long time, and so they were able to treat me with antibiotics."
Is Lyme disease the same one that mice give you when there was a big scare in Utah?
Antivirus.
Yeah.
That's antivirus. It's different.
It's got by a different name.
There's the bubonic plague and hantavirus are carried by the prairie
Yeah, the
dog.
how'd you got Hinta.
Hanta.
Yeah, that was the one. So that's not Lyme.
Prairie
That's
dogs
different.
typically carry the plague down in Colorado and Utah. And,
Yeah.
and lots of mice, field mice, all those kinds, except we just got rid of a bunch of pack rats in the garage and stuff.
I thought I was getting rid of bird nests.
I didn't lie to him, but
You did.
I withheld information. I told him there was these bird nests up in the rafters and we needed to take them all down. And then after he was done, I told him they were really pack rat nests.
Oh,
Yeah.
gross.
That's what
He's
we
like,
had.
but they had feathers in it. It's like, well, pack rats steal from
Yeah.
other things.
Anything to line their nest with.